Welcome back to another Vahrenberg Implement Product Informational Series video. Today we're here with this Massey Ferguson 2860M. This is a Power Shuttle version with a cab, with the standard cab on it. What we're going to talk about is this customer making it his own. Yes, again, we have customized this tractor with this CB85 Backhoe. And one other thing we have done, we'll jump around here on the other side, is we have customized it to give him the ability to have 3 sets of hydraulics. The standard single remote here, we added the second remote. Due to the Power Shuttle Tractor having draft control, you can only do 2 factory remotes. But what we did was a multiplier to multiply the hydraulics with a switch that he can switch. He pulls a 12-foot batwing mower with this, the Rhino Ag TS12, and he wants to operate each wing separately from the raise and lower. So that is why we did the 3 function. Part of the backhoe, this is a subframe mounted backhoe. This part here is actually part of the tractor, and the framework you can see down here, and then the frame rails go on up underneath and connect to the loader chassis. This part, this Y here, and all this down here, and this part here is going to stay with the backhoe when you take it off. Still allows you to use your 3-point hitch. You can see your 3-point hitch arm is right down there. Top link is up here to operate normal equipment. One limitation with this is category 2 implements. A lot of times this will interfere to get out wide enough for them. Most people aren't going to use cat 1 over category 1 implements with this size tractor. To get into category 2 implement is kind of uncommon. One other thing that we did to it is we added the wheel weights from AGCO Parts. Jump in here on the left side and you can see the switch right here. This is the switch box to switch from left to right. You can actually hit this button here and it'll operate both functions at the same time. This one will flip between the 2 different functions. The 2860M has been a very popular model for us. It features the FL.2814 loader that'll raise 111 inches. Comes standard with skid steer quick attach. This thing will lift 2,570 pounds at the pivot pin at that 111 inch lift height. The 2860 features an AGCO 4-cylinder motor, 60.3 engine horsepower, 47.0 on the PTO. Metal hoods, metal fenders, common things that you learned from watching our videos that Massey Ferguson does. And Massey Ferguson offers this CB85 Backhoe. We've got the 24-inch bucket on here with the factory mechanical thumb. The Bigfoot stabilizer pads, there's an option that we've got on here. This backhoe will dig 101.6 inches. Max reach is 130 inches. The stabilizer spread, when we take these out, we might as well go ahead and start pulling some pins, because we're going to show you what it can do. Right up here, convenient storage option. Going to have a pin there. We're going to have to grab the pin on the other side, but grab this pin and always grab above the cylinder. So if something hydraulically would happen, a hose would blow or something would happen, it can't fall on you. Got one there. And we have another one right here. We're going to fire it up and show you how it operates. Now that we got all the pins, we're going to run the outriggers down. We've got this tractor at idle speed. You can see it's got pretty dang good speed for an idle speed tractor. Got the downriggers down. Have your step on this side. Your hydraulic hoses plumb in right here with your Power Beyond hose, which will be identified with the blue and yellow. This one will connect to here when you take the backhoe off. So we're going to jump on here and do a little backhoeing. This does have a separate seat. One thing I will mention, and we're going to set up on a tripod and show you this. If you're real tall, the air conditioning on the cab may affect you, but when you're backhoeing, you're leaning forward a lot of times over the controls, so it doesn't affect you. That's one of the statements in the book, to be careful. I'm 6 foot tall. When we set the tripod up, you'll be able to see that. We'll run our control out. Left. There's our bucket, our dipper cylinder. Run it on up. We'll just run it on over to the side here. Swing arc on this CB85 is 170 degrees, so as we go all the way from the left side to the right side, it's going to travel a 170 degree path. It's got a 180 degree dipper rotation, or bucket rotation. You can see the bucket up here, and when it rotates, it's 180 degrees of rotation. The stabilizer spread is 119 inches from this side all the way over to this side. And we're going to set up the tripod back here so you can see some of this stuff. Dig force with the bucket cylinder is 3,893 pounds. Dig force with the dipper cylinder is this one, is 2,507 pounds. And one of the things it's got is boom float. If you see this, we'll raise this back up. You go here is down, and you go all the way forward is boom float. Boom float allows you to make very nice smooth bottom ditches. As one customer said, it makes an amateur look like a professional in a hurry. When setting up the tractor, you need to use your loader bucket for your front stand. You can see our tires off the ground there, and we'll just walk to the back here, show you a little bit, show you that wide stance. That wide stance is going to give you stability in uneven terrain. This customer actually is getting rid of a mini excavator and going back to a tractor with a backhoe. Number one reason, speed. The tractor backhoe, you can, if you've got a lot of small jobs, you can move between small jobs faster. This mini excavator at a speed of 1.9 and 2.9 miles per hour. So that takes a long time to move from one working area to another working area. So if you're thinking about mini excavator or adding a backhoe to your tractor, that might be one thing. If you have a lot of jobs to do and a lot of distance in between, you might want to look at a Massey Ferguson tractor loader backhoe combo. First thing, I'm going to show you that headroom getting on the backhoe. I'm 6 foot tall, and you can see the distance that we've got. Typically you're going to be running out here anyway, so it's going to be bent forward. You're going to be bent forward when you're operating the backhoe. going to just show you some basic backhoe maneuvering and operation of the different pumps. We hope that helped you learn a little bit more about the CB85 Backhoe and see it in action. This is a great attachment to make your Massey Ferguson your own. All the 1800E series, 1800Ms, 2800Es, 2800Ms can have a factory backhoe added to them. It's a subframe mounted system, does not use the 3-point. You do not want to use a 3-point backhoe on your compact tractor. You want to use a subframe mounted. So if you're looking for a backhoe, come visit us here at Vahrenberg Implement. We're right here in West Central Missouri, Fairground Avenue right up there, and Missouri 13's right there, just 4 miles north of Interstate 70. Just 49 miles from the Kansas line, about 35 miles from the sports complex. Just drive down till you see our big Massey Ferguson sign here in front, or that first stoplight down there. We're going to try to help you, teach you, and learn more about the products that we sell and the money that you're going to invest into it. We've got a lot of tractors back in stock, everything from subcompacts, compacts, small utilities, and the large utilities, all the way up into the mid-range 6700 series tractor. If you're in West Central Missouri, we would love to talk to you about tractors. If you're outside of our area, please visit your local Massey Ferguson dealer and let them help you get the perfect tractor and backhoe combination for your tractor. I hope that helped you learn about the CB85, the features of it, and the ability to add it to a cab tractor, and what limitations are available when you add it to a cab compact tractor. Thank you, and tune in next time as we go more in depth about the awesome products from Massey Ferguson.